This is Calmsden Farm by Oxygendavid. It's 703.64 megabytes to download, and the description says, "Welcome to Calmsden Farm. This map is based in Gloucestershire, UK. It's a customisable map. Remove farm buildings and place them again. Removable hedges, gates, fences, etc. Replica of the real-life farm and surroundings. Real-life PDA map. Custom lighting, animations, birds flying across the map, pedestrians, etc. Custom textures with parallax mapping. Over 50 HD new models made by myself. 36 fields with missions. There's transport missions, deadwood, log carting, etc. 5 sell points and a BGA and sawmill. Seasons vigils, so we've got summer barbecues, mowers, washing lines, leaves on roads, snowmen and puddles turning up. Collectables, UK license plates, custom grass textures and UK foliage, loads of custom sounds and custom wind effects. And then he's added at the bottom, I hope you all like this map. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes. So a lot of you will be familiar with this, a map from FS25. I think there's a couple of things missing on this version that was on that version. I'll try and remember them all. Some of you guys will know it more than me. I didn't actually play on this map, but it is an awesome map, and there's some really cool new features on this version as well. I think there's a couple of little things that just need ironing out on this version though, that I've spotted, so I'll go through that when we sort of come across them. But this is the map, so if you're not familiar with it, this is what you get. Now I'm in new farmer mode as always in my map tools, so if I scroll across the top, because it's all different, I've got to change the way I do my map tools now and try and get used to this different way, so bear with. This is only the second map that's come out so far on FS25. So this is the farmland that we own on new farmer mode. Now it does probably look a little bit of a mess, but basically we've got these fields here and here, this one over here, you've got this farmland here, and we've basically got 2 sort of farms, well, not quite across the road from each other, but we've got one sort of farm going on there, another farm going on there. Down here we've got a cow barn, we've got a silo, a fuel tank, and I think that's to remove junk. Yes, there's a few of those around the map. We'll see. Over here we've got another silo, a fuel tank and fertilizer tanks, etc. workshop, but we'll check all that out as we go. Now it has got the NPCs around the map, if I get off of that, but I'm not going to bother showing you any of them. But if you wanted to go and visit them, you can do. You can just pull up where they are and talk to them. But yeah, farmhouse is just here. We are literally outside it, like so. Now another thing to point out with the farmland, and this will become more apparent in the other 2 modes, farm manager and start from scratch, you do have an outside of the map. If I click on that, it kind of darkens this area out now. So it says farmland 1 in the middle there. It's got a value of 0, which is cool, so it doesn't cost you anything, because if you come on here in farm manager and start from scratch, you don't start off with any land. You do get all of the same equipment, it's all in exactly the same place. Slot count is the same if you're on console as well. I'll go through that in a moment, but you don't get any land in farm manager and start from scratch. Also, if you come on here in those 2 modes, none of these sell points will show up until you buy the specific land. So this land here for 0, like I say, it doesn't cost you anything. So straight away, if you come on here, you want to be buying that plot of land. It doesn't cost you anything. And then what happens is these sell points do appear, and we also get the sawmill with it, so we don't have to pay anything for a sawmill, like so. Now another separate plot of land is down here. That is also got a value of 0. So again, if you come on here in those 2 modes, straight away buy this plot of land, because these 3 sell points will then show up. And also this is the BGA down here. If I click off that and do that, nope, I need to zoom in, there we go, that's the BGA down there. So again, you will end up owning the BGA if you buy that plot of land and it's not going to cost you anything, which is awesome. Now, in terms of the other plots of land, they are a little bit pricey, but they are huge fields. So Farmland 6 there, 926 grand. This guy's 645, 818. There's not really that many small ones about. 134,000, 44 grand, like so. And the ones that we do own, pretty pricey as well. 537 grand for that, 536. This plot there where the cows are as well, 100 grand. It's not too bad, but again, it is a little bit pricey here and there. But that's all I think I need to show you there. Now, if we stay in here, crop types, and I scroll down, if it will let me. There we go. All the way to the bottom, Oxy has added in linseed as a custom crop. That's the only one in here. The rest are all standard crops and FS25 now, as you can see. So we do have linseed added in. There is our crop calendar. Linseed is there. There's 2 windows to plant your linseed and harvest only once in the year. I think everything else looks standard to me, like so. Scroll down, we do have a cow shed. There's no animals in there at the moment. We'll check that out. We do have contracts available on the other fields that we don't own. And like I say, because you start off owning these plots of land in new farmer mode, we already own the BGA and the sawmill. So there's all the sort of recipes that you're going to need to produce the things that you want. So that's pretty cool that we start off with those. We do have our prices all there, which we can scroll through if we wish to. I think that's about it. I tell you what, we'll go up to here and go to stats. We have 25 collectibles. They are the antiques. I think they're worth 10 grand each. I did find one on my way round. So that's all of that I think I need to show you. We'll go through slot counts and mods, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lease a vehicle. We'll jump over to the store and we'll head out from the store and we'll check out the rest of the map from this point. So it should be a little bit easier for us moving forward. So slot counts in all 3 modes is 1,512, because like I said, you do start off with the same equipment in all 3 modes. Now if you want to sell off that equipment, you can get it down to 1,419. Now what do we start off with? This is all changed as well. There is little pictures of them right down the bottom left there, so we've got a weight there. So it's all a little bit, I don't like the way they do this. I preferred the old garage system on FS22. It's a lot easier to show off the equipment. Now what I have noticed is the harvester and the tractors that we own have hours on, quite a lot of hours. It's all brand new equipment, which is a bit odd, and some of it does need a bit of repair. But anyway, we've got an Agco weight there. We've got a plough. We've got a fertilizer spreader, a bell spike, a bucket. We've got a harvester, a baler. It's very much a class. Well, I say class, it's a bit of a mixture actually, so I'll retract that statement. We've got the header for your class harvester. Then we've got some case equipment. So we've got a weight, we've got a case puma, we've got a slurry tank, we've got a harrow which will hook up to this seeder so you can direct drill, a John Deere. Oh, by the way, that seeder will plant linseed, so your seeders will do linseed. We've got a John Deere, we've got a John Deere weight, we've got a tedder, a cultivator, I think that is, we've got a TMR mixer, we've got a trailer, we've got a Lizard MKS for milk and things like that, water. We've got a Massey Ferguson 5S, we've got a trailer for your header, a front loader which will attach to those things I just showed you, the bucket and bell spike. We've got a side mower and we've also got a windrower, and that is it. So not a bad amount of equipment. We've got 3 tractors straight off the bat, which is good. Now also we'll do the modded in things. So he has added in a few things, not loads. So in sheds, if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, Now, if you can see just down below the description there, it says brick shed. So these are the base game ones. If I pull down again, it says Old Shed 01 Calmsden Farm. So if it says the map name, that means it's been added in for that map. So we've got a few sheds down here that have been added in for this map, which is nice. Cool. Nothing in factories. No, sorry, I'm jumping through. Silos. There was things in silos. I'm still getting used to this system, guys. I do apologise. We do have a small bunker silo and a liquid fertiliser tank set up. You'll see that on our main farm in a moment, and the bunker silo, so that's not a problem. If we scroll back up and go to farmhouses, there's a lovely looking British farmhouse there that's been added in as well. And I think if we scroll down to here in fences and go all the way down to the bottom, I think there's a couple of things. Yeah, just these things down the bottom. There's a hedge there and also a field fence. So a field hedge and a field hedge and a field fence. Right, I'm going to shut up talking. Right, into painting. Quite a lot of textures in here. There's quite a few animal, here we go, it's the menus. Animal muds, like so. Asphalts, quite a few. Concretes going on. Animal mud again. A few gravels. Forest ground, grass. Quite a lot of grass. Different textures, which is nice. Gravels again. Rock, rock, rock. Cobblestones, flagstones. And that's it. So quite a lot of textures there. I quite like that. And I think that's it. Just trying to look at my notes. Yeah, I do feel a bit all over the place with map tours at the moment on 25, because like I say, it's all changed, and this is only the second mob map that's come out, so it will get better. I do apologise. Anyway, right behind us we have the sleep trigger, just like so, and then round the back we do have a wardrobe function like so as well. Do have a dog, so we can feed them there. I don't know where he is, running around causing havoc probably, like so. I thought on FS25 version the sleep trigger was around this side, but I can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to jump down to the store, guys. We're going to get ourselves a vehicle, something a little bit quicker than the tractors, and then we'll start whizzing round, so I'll see you shortly. Right, here we are down at the store, so this is literally the end of the road. Can't go any further. This is where you pull into the store. There's a lot of decoration down here, but it's a really nice looking area. And what I will say, if we come up to some of this equipment, it does say bottom right on the field info it is owned by us, so these guys I would imagine are using slots for console, but I don't mind that if it's not too bad, because it brings the area to life. It makes it look like a real place. Look at that bad boy. So yeah, I'm thinking they're going to be using slots, but there we go. I've leased ourselves this Skoda RS. So I've not used that yet. I thought I'd give that a go. Shop icons just there, and we've also got a workshop trigger just there, so for your repairing, repairing, customizing and selling, like so. What I have noticed is, and this is one of the things that I think needs sort of fixing, areas like this with the shop, it's not showing up on the map. So normally you'll get that shop icon, wouldn't you, showing up on the map telling you where it is. So obviously you will get used to it. I think it will get sorted out. There's that, and there's obviously the workshop trigger's not there. That's usually on there. I think there's another one else somewhere as well. Oh, the animal dealer, which I think's down here. That's not shown on the map, but you can use it. Oh, and one more in there we'll see in a moment. I think it's the debris crusher, but again it's not showing up on the map as a sell point. It does show it in the list of prices. I won't scroll all the way down, but it is on there, showing that you can sell stones at the debris crusher. So I think things like that need to be sort of fixed, but that's not a big issue at the moment. That's a pretty easy fix, I would imagine. But anyway, we will whiz around the back. Oh, this is quite rapid. As you can see, UK number plates on the vehicles. Oh, that's getting stuck, going on 18 miles an hour. We have our first sale point around here, and this is the Farm Store Bay 1. Quite a lot of sale points on the map, so plenty of options. Around this side, Farm Store Bay 2, again another sale point. And then just down in front of us, we've got the Farm Store Bay bell sale point. You can see the bell icon just there. So we are going to head on out. I'll quickly show you. We're going to go all the way down like that, up this way. We'll visit this area, we'll come down, we'll visit this part of the farm. We'll nip into there because there's a couple of things I want to show you. This is another part of our farm. We're going to come down into there, and we're basically going to go round like that and finish up there. So it shouldn't take us too long, especially with this beast. I'm not sure how fast 50 it's saying, I think. Again, I'm going to show you this. I believe this was, I remember this being on FS25 version. We've got like a household recycling centre now, I think they call them. We used to call them the tip back in the day, where you dump all your rubbish. But there's some really cool sound effects and features. Now, I don't know if you can hear, I'm going to zoom in. I don't remember hearing this on any of Giant's maps. You can hear the gravel churning up as we're driving over it. That's pretty cool. There's some other really cool things to point out as well as we go around. I hope I don't forget them. Probably not the best vehicle for be going along tracks like this. I'm sure it will cope. Look at the size of some of these fields. Even though they are quite pricey, they are huge, some of them. Massive grass fields. I seem to remember, wasn't this bit on the right a building plot or something like that? It had a billboard up, didn't it? And you could buy it, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. It's kind of coming back to me, but again, this released very early for FS22. So that was a long time ago. Right, pull into this area. This is our sawmill. So I'm assuming your products will appear in this zone. This is where you tip in and sell your wood. And then over there you can manage the production like so. So obviously you're not going to be able to buy the sawmill, or you don't need to buy it like that via the wrench, because if you buy that plot of land you do end up owning it anyway. There's the little icon there, like so. So moving out of there, up the ramp we've got another sale point. That is General Store Bay 1. And then this side we have the General Store sale point. And then round the back we have the General Restaurant sale point. So might be a little bit confusing where you've got to take certain things, so just absolutely double check you're taking it to the right place, especially if you're doing contracts, because there's a lot of very similar sounding sale points and they're right on top of each other as well, like those three back there. So just be careful. That is one thing I would say. Wow, this thing is all over the place. It's very quick. Look at these fields. Look at this one to the right. Nicely ploughed up, ready to go. So you can see in the distance there's part of one of our farms, I guess you want to call it. That is a very handy track to use. You've got to open a lot of the gates on these tracks, but you come along like that and you can get all the way over there to the garden centre, which is pretty handy. So what I will do, we won't do that yet, I'll come back to those doors as we come out, because I'm going to whiz round that way I think. So we'll open these double gates, we will drive in, like so. I will jump out I think. These are the fertiliser tanks I talked about. They are empty, but we can fill them up round here. It's going to cost us, but we can fill them up right up to 40,000 litres, and as low as 1 litre collect out just there. Got our plough just over there. More of our equipment over here, tractors, trailers, etc. Cultivators. We jump back in the Skoda. That's our huge great field outside. Look at that. Nice size field to start with. Absolutely huge. I jump out again. Got a medium petrol tank. Again, it is empty, but we can fill it up just here. Hold up to 10,000 litres. But we will have to pay for it. Over here we can open this door. Harvester's in there with the header ready to go. Most of these sheds do have lights on. Just look for something like this and they will ping on, which is cool. We do have a silo there. Not sure of the capacity, but it is just a standard crop type even. It will take your linseed as well, though I have tested that. We've got our baler just there. So that's your collecting your pipe out for your silo. Your tipping in is going to be around this side. Now, because round here, forgot to show you, there's no way out, in and out here. We've got all this junk going on. You might be able to get away with creating a path through there, I don't know. You can cut through here, but it is a little bit tight if you're using tractors and trailers and things like that. So you can squeeze through there. Your silo tipping in is just there. We've got this little area like so. We've got another door there, and then next door this can be quite tight as well, getting in and out, but we've got our workshop trigger, so you need to back in or drive in, and then you can put them up on the ramps if you want to. But that's your zone there. Again, lights over there. Look, it would have been nice to have a door here, I think, as well, just to get in a little bit better, or make the door a bit bigger. But it is what it is. We will scoot out this way. So that is that part of the farm. And we'll drive down. There is one plot of land we're going to buy for something to show up. I did buy all of the lands and nothing else showed up apart from one thing. I thought there was sheep in this field as well, and there's also some more, or there was some more animals in FS25 over this side. They don't seem to be on here on this version, which is a bit of a shame. So there are plenty of gates going in and out, and there was a lot of junk in and around underneath these sheds that you could get rid of. That doesn't seem to be the case this time. I'm pretty sure there was a horse barn there. I'm sure there was pigs up here as well on this side. Correct me if I'm wrong, someone. Right, so just in here you can see there's nothing showing up at the moment because we need to buy that. So I need to push along to farmland. Plot 40, it's only just over 4 grand. We're going to buy it, and as you can see we've got the chicken coop appear and all the icons appear now. Dialogue box is just here, if I can grab it. Where is it? Oh, come on, don't do this to me. There it is. 30 chickens it will hold. So not a huge amount, but you can drive in like so. Feed them just there. Their eggs are going to spawn there, which is cool. Nice area though. Pretty good. And if we go up here, there's a pretty cool area for riding horses with jumps and things like that. So if you're into your horses, I mean, there's nothing stopping you putting a horse stable down here or something like that. You could bring them out and jump over these fences if you want to. Now there is the oh, I need to buy that plot of land for it to show up. Actually, I think I will buy it just to show you guys. So it comes up with that. Oh, these menus. It says remove horse items. It's not actually a trigger there to do that, but if you come along and you click on these, you can get rid of them, and it does that. So you could turn that into a field or grass field, whatever you want to do. Another pasture. So there's quite a few of those remove junk, etc. like that on the map. Not going to show you all of them, but you will see them if you click on them. They do randomly show up as sell point icons though, which is a bit odd. So we've got the allotments back over there, and there's a tennis court there, which is pretty nice. We're now going to whiz out of there. back up onto the main road. It's very picturesque though, look at that. Beautiful map. We're just going to go down past our farmhouse now, which is where we started off at the very start of the video. And we're going to turn left. And we've kind of got the second part of our farm that we own. And I will stop here with the Skoda, I think. So we do have another silo, pipe out. And you can open this up to tip in. Again, unsure of the capacity, but it is just a standard crop type. But it will take linseed again. There's your Massey Ferguson. We've got a bunker silo just here, so we can make some silage and things like that. This is our cow barn, which is just there. Holds 50 cows. They're going to appear in there. It's not a pasture or anything. It is a barn, as it says. Now, feed and straw and things like that, this side I would imagine, haven't tested it. I'm guessing that's going to be a milk collection point. And if you want manure, I think you're going to have to place down a manure heap extension. Slurry tank's just there, right next to the slurry pit. So there's your collection point. That will fill up, obviously, as they produce more. And then we've got grass field out the back, a really huge one as well, which is nice. I'll quickly run around this side. Another medium petrol tank, fuel tank, that is empty, so it will need filling up. Small shed space, no lights in these ones, and there's another one down this end. I think this has our fertiliser spreader in, yes, like so. There's our tanker there as well. More of our equipment, so we've got our feed mixer, windrower, mower, so most of our grass equipment is here. I think the tedder's in here, yes, the tedder's in there as well. So again, another nice thing. Now, I discovered this by accident. Now watch this, this is a bit funny. I thought, I wonder if you can go in this door. You can open this door, but it... Where did it go? Oh, it's up there. So if we stay here and shut the door. What is that about? That's not right, is it? Anyway, moving on. That's that part of the farm. We will head on out. I'm just going to double check the map. Yeah, we're going to come round like that. I decided to keep this route because there's a couple of cool features that we're going to show you as we move round. Oh, one of them I am going to show you actually is, I was messing around. I was thinking, I'm sure there was fish. I can't speak today. Fish in this river. There is, but look, when we get near, I love, look at the rippling of the water as we touch it. That is pretty awesome. There's a fish, look, that looks like a trout to me. How cool is that? We're soaking wet now. Right, let's head on out. I think there's going to be a lot of features like that on this map that you're going to be discovering as you sort of mess around and do different things. Now there's a gate coming up, so like I say, there is quite a few gates when you're driving around these tracks, so just be careful you're not speeding along and then whack straight into one. And there's some double gates. I think these open inwards, so I better be careful. Again, look at the size of that field in front of us. Huge. Now we've got a little fjord coming up, so listen to this as well. How cool is that? Look at the wet on the tyres. I know PC have had things like that, but I get quite excited about things like that for console. Right, we're getting stuck again at 18 miles an hour, so excuse me. Stop and go again. Right, whoa, that is dodgy driving, that's my fault. Carry on along there, so we were along that track just over there. And we need to turn left. Just along this way. Really nice looking map though. I liked it in FS22 and I was gutted that I didn't get to really play on it. So maybe this time around. Right, into here. This is where our BGA is. So a really big area. Lots going on, decoration. Still got people walking around everywhere, which is cool. So BGA just in front of you, all your sort of usual ins and outs, tipping in, tipping out, manage it from there if you want to, like so. Whiz round there, and this is what I was on about. Now originally I came down here and I was thinking, that's got to be the debris crusher, surely. Went on to the prices menu and thought, yeah, you can sell stones at the debris crusher, there's stones here. And then I looked up and I thought, well, that probably gives it away a little bit better, doesn't it? So I think that's definitely where you can sell your stones. Anyway, moving on. Right, where's my notes? I've lost where we are now. To the left here we have Cotswold Bell sale point. To the right we've got Cotswold Stores. And then on the left hand side we've got Cotswolds Farm Market sale point. There we go, bit of a mouthful. We're going to turn around and we're going to go out this way. Again, massive fields on our left hand side. I do love the sound of that gravel though. Probably wear off after a while, but I think it's quite cool. Massive grass field. Do you think how many bales of grass or hay you're going to get off of that? It's ridiculous. All the way to the end, and then left. We've got a little area here with a few sale points, and this is where the animal dealer is. The icons are there, and it does work when you click on it, but it's just not showing on the map. So I think that's Katie there waiting to talk to us. So as you can see, we've got the cows up there. So we've got the cow shed, haven't we? That's your animal dealer. Moving along, we've got the farmer's market sale point. It does say it on there as well, like so. And there's a gate down here that we need to open, and this is where all the all spheres store. All of these, I don't know if it's just me, but all of these sale points are a bit of a mouthful. All spheres. So the one on the left is all spheres store sale point, and then opposite we've got all spheres bell sale point. That is it. So I'm going to head back out. We are literally going to head back up towards our sort of farmhouse area, and then we are going to swing left. So I do have traffic on, but you don't seem to get any cars coming down these sort of tracks, or if they do, it's not very often. There was one coming down the track where the store was. Some really nice wooded areas along here as well. I seem to remember I stopped here for some reason on 22. I think it was because the birds were all going. Yeah, pretty much the same as well. Really nice sounds. Like it. Anyway, moving on. Coming back down towards Whoa, we're coming straight into the tree. What was that about? Ah, can I ever do a map tour without crashing? So, down towards the village, I was trying to say. So, swing a left. And there is a cool bit of water here as well. There we go. I'm guessing it must be running off that field above us. It's a bit of a slope. Now, we did have the church. Will it still play the music? Yes, it does. So the church has sounds as well. And we're now out of that little bit of water. So we are heading right over to the west side of the map. And then we're going to go up north towards the garden centre area. And that is where we're going to finish our tour. I'll try not to crash again. I've read in a couple of people's discords that people are already experiencing some few bugs. Even in my discord, some of the guys have been saying about it, but hopefully they will get sorted out. Oh, one thing I didn't mention is you can sell off a lot of the buildings and things like that. You can even sell your farmhouse, but I would be very careful of that because it leaves a lot of decoration behind, like lights that would be stuck to the wall of the farmhouse, so they're left suspended in mid-air. It just looks silly. If you sell off the cow barn, it leaves a big hole out the back where the slurry tank was, which is obviously to be expected. And there's also decoration around there. You can get rid of some of that decoration. I clicked on something and it removed most of it. There were still a couple of odd little bits that just didn't look right, so I would probably just leave it as it is. Maybe only get rid of the odd shed if you didn't want them. I don't think that's going to be doing much damage if you just got rid of some sheds. Anyway, we're now in the garden centre area. So this is the garden centre bells. So we've got the bell icon there, which is pretty cool. Then right in front of us, we've got the actual garden centre sale point itself. And those doors open as well. A lot of it is the same. Pretty cool. Nice little garden centre area, and we can drive all the way through if we wish to. And back out. I think, people, that is it. I think we've done all of it. So obviously we did start off down there. I jumped across to the store, which is there. Come all the way up, went like that. Down into there. Whizzed down in there, done all the chickens. This bit, all the way out round, down into the BGA, back out, down there, up, along, and up there, like so. That is it. That is Calmsden Farm by Oxygendavid. I hope you have enjoyed the map tour. Please let me know your thoughts on it if you're playing it. If you have if you've encountered any bugs. I don't know why I said received. Please let me know as well what they are so we can pass them on to the appropriate people and things like that. And obviously so everyone else on the channel knows as well. But I hope you have enjoyed the map tour, guys. They will get better. Just trying to get my way around the new system, like so. And it's just proven a bit of a brain freeze, some of it. But yeah, if you have, please hit that like button, guys. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That'd be fantastic. And don't forget to smash that bell so you don't miss any future videos I post. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.